Hey everybody, it's another exciting Sunday afternoon with me and my special guest, the fabulous, the incredible psychic, medium, clairvoyant. She does it all. And she's just in the mood to tell us some interesting things that are happening in the world today. And we're going to be right with her in just a second.
Now shut up, the show's starting.
Everybody, all are wondering where... Shit, there it goes again. Where's the music? I have been having some technical difficulties today, and it's driving me insane because I can't figure out where the crossed wires are. And the last time Deb was on, this happened, and I couldn't figure it out. But I will figure it out by the time I do another show again. So, without all the usual music we bring on and all the fun stuff we bring on, usually when I have a guest, we're doing it cold. So put your hands together and welcome the fabulous Debbie Taitel!
Oh my gosh, thank you.
I'm sorry, I'm just like going crazy. I mean, I started the show, hey, John. There's John, hey. I started the show like I normally do and turned it on and everything, and I just was doing a test. And this microphone doesn't work. It's like, so the audio, I've got to speak into the camera microphone. So hopefully I sound okay. Deb, how the heck are you?
I am good, but I think we're all a little sleep deprived, you know?
Oh, well, yeah. I had, like, let's see, we had a big pool party yesterday. And then
I figured you'd be hungover today.
Not really. I didn't drink that much. I always pretend I do, but I never do. But the Sahara Hotel and Casino across the street, they have this outdoor pool nightclub now. And it's basically a nightclub, except it's all outside. And so they have music blasting until 3:00 in the morning. And I mean, we're talking blasting. And it comes outside. I mean, none of the other hotels have it during the day. They have what's called the day clubs, which are at like the Wynn and the Hakkasan and Caesars and whatever. But nobody does it at nighttime, outside.
Because people need to sleep.
Well, as somebody said, it's Vegas. It's Vegas. So, and I forgot to take my trazodone and my melatonin, and I was like, eh. So let's see who's here. Hey, Karen F., how are you?
I know. We got Karen and Angela.
All the way from New Zealand.
Wow.
Stephen Artis. Hi from Stephen Artis with the different name, Gary Bassan or whatever that is. And then there's Empress Takalola Takak. Empress Takalota Kaka. Takalota Kaka. They're Empress Takalota Kaka. Say that.
I don't even know what that is. I'm not even going to try it once.
I know. And then there's Tracy. Hey, Tracy, how are you? And my crazy girlfriend, who's just as twisted as I am, Shotzi Kane, and so we love her. She's in Hippie Lives Matter. Yes, they do. Damn it, they do.
Oh my God.
Oh, and there's Derek from Canada, another psychic medium. Do you know Derek Whiteside Cloud?
I don't think I do.
I met him through
But he's got an Indian sort of a sounding name, yeah?
Yes. There's a great joke that I used to tell on stage, but I can't tell it today because they will rate my show and go, you can't put this on with the advertisers.
Okay, well then we're not going to do that.
But I'll tell you it after the show's over. So, hi everybody.
Hey Tammy, hey Karen. They're popping in.
Oh,
more popping in.
A quick question.
Thank you all for coming.
Yes, a quick question for people. I'm not on my regular audio mic, my $400 mic. I am on the Logitech camera mic. So I might sound a little different and not as professional sounding. So tell me if you can hear, if everything is saying, hey, how are you? Repeat. Huh? What does that mean? Am I repeating? Please don't tell me I'm echoing. How are you? Repeat. I don't understand what that means, but if I'm repeating, let me know and we'll try to figure it out. So, okay. You and I just converse all the time. We talk about all kinds of stuff, you and me, Miss Deb.
We do. It's true.
and we talk about what's happening in the world. There's Karen saying hi. We talk about what's happening in the world, what's going on in life, the energy level. And you wanted to do a show today because you wanted to talk about the energy levels.
The crazy energy. Well, first of all, happy May. It's it's the 1st of May. So rabbit. That is an old superstition for luck. And these days I figure that's my friend Joe, who's in podcasting radio. So he says you sound fine. So that's good. Anyway, so rabbit is a superstition, and we just could use all the luck that we can get. But also, last night, yeah, the 30th, there was this new moon eclipse, which is like a big deal. So we've got a new moon, like setting new intentions. What is the and yes, and Derek says, "May the 4th be with you." Yeah, I have all those great dates down. But so there was a let's say a cosmic event with the new moon, and then who is the little guy?
That is, Esther did a thing. I don't know why it's here, but that's Earthworm. That's Earthworm Jim.
Is. Well, he's like photobombing you.
Well, no, and I don't know where the heck it came from. So I'm like, where's that coming from? Like I said, this is all crazy today.
So it is crazy. Mercury's going into retrograde on the 10th.
Aye.
So we're already in kind of partially in that space. But here's what I find really amusing, and I will share this because so Anthony Pico?
Yes.
Okay. So I've been on Anthony's show, several times, and I think it was one of the first times I was on there, I decided to do a meditation.
Right.
And we got the meditation going, and it was such a great energy and energy reset. Mm-hmm. And suddenly the entire radio station went down. He went down, we went down, the whole thing went down. We couldn't get it back.
Right.
And he still tells that story to this day, that the psychic powers, took out everything. And then the last time I was on with you, the same thing happened.
I think your energies must be blowing through my circuit boards or something.
It may be, like I worked.
But you hadn't come on. I guess it was an anticipation. Patient, as they said in the Rocky Horror Picture
Yes,
Show.
Exactly. So yeah, there's a lot going on this month energetically, but also I was thinking back, when I was talking to you about this, about the prediction show that we did in January,
right?
And if I recall correctly. And again, I don't predict the future, and I don't give advice and all that good stuff. It doesn't mean I can't. I just generally don't, because I don't want to program people or get them stuck on anything. But on the prediction show, I talked about some big event that was going to come in, I believe it was like beginning of March. And then look what happened. We had the war in Ukraine, like the last few days of February.
Right.
Let's not split hairs over, a day or two. But then also I said something about coming in June. And I don't even know if I said May or June or what, but what I started to notice is there's an amping up of energy, and you're not being able to sleep. And I think Corby said she couldn't sleep, and a lot of the light workers, I'm hearing from a lot of my colleagues that they can't sleep, people who do the work that I do. And part of it is that there's this energy, there's these like waves of energy vibration that are coming through here. And some of it is very man-made. Mm-hmm. I'm just about 100% convinced that we have been, what should we say, futzed with.
Right.
That our internet, our connections are being screwed with. I don't know from where, but I sense it every time I come near my computer. I feel like there's energy there. And so I ground my computer and I do all that to give it a healing and things like that. But I don't, I can feel it, and it's not friendly. It's not friendly
Right.
spirits. There's friendly spirits, and then there's people. And I'm not into conspiracies or, things like that. But when I can feel these things, and they get very powerful, it does not surprise me at all that I'm coming on here and there's some glitch
Mm-hmm.
with the system, because there's a lot of powers that be out there that don't want psychics to speak, that don't want us to share this information with people.
Right.
Whatever it is.
Well, it's like I said last Sunday, I haven't touched the board since last Sunday when Lewis was on. I haven't touched it. So I usually turn on the board, turn on the thing, and I'm like going, what the heck? And the only reason I'm so grateful, because I was going to do a video. I was doing a video message to promote the show about an hour ago. And that's how I realized the audio wasn't coming through the machine. And I'm like, what? And I couldn't figure it out. Anyway, at least we're on, and people can and people can hear us. And I just feel naked without my good microphone.
Well, does it help that I have mine? Like, does it help that I have
yours sounds great. I mean,
this big honker thing here.
My Logitech, which is the camera that I'm using, is a high-end camera. And so I guess the microphone is good. It's just that I'm used to having this one. So I've got to use that one. So I just don't want it to sound good. Again,
we get spoiled with our technology, and then when it doesn't work, I was working on again, it's like the powers that be. It's like it glitches in, and sometimes you just have to laugh.
Right.
Because you can't. Well, so here's what I say. Wait a second here. I almost pulled this out earlier and I should have, but now I'm going to do it. You know what this is called? All of this?
What?
As the chakra turns.
The chakra turns. I've just got my crystal.
As the chakra turns. Well, I've got angels, but this little spinner guy looks like a chakra. It moves like a chakra. So this is like the as the chakra turns. It's just a little bit of drama here, a little bit of drama there. But the vibes. I mean, I was literally writing when you said you couldn't sleep, and I think it was a few nights ago. It wasn't last night. It wasn't the Sahara music. It was the week, and I was writing a whole piece about high vibes and how we need to turn down. I want to work with you on this whole sleep thing and see if we can, you, and get you off of this. I needed to take this or that, and I bet you we can get you sleeping with.
Honey, they have been trying for years. This has been.
Is not me. Are you willing? Did my students read you? And were you blown away?
Yes, I was. But I'm just saying that my sleep is always because my mind won't stop, and I'm afraid I'm going to miss something, and so I'm always, I don't know why it's 3 a.m, but I'm afraid I'm going to miss something. But I
actually understand that.
It makes me insane, because of the my mind just won't stop, and I'm always thinking, I'm always worrying, I'm always worried about this, I'm worried about that, and I'm not the only person that does that.
No. We all do that to some extent, and when we get stressed out and things like that. But when you can actually learn to turn that down and to without missing anything.
Right. And
I didn't say turn it off. I didn't say make your mind blank. It's different. It's kind of like when you see already. It's sorry. Like turning down the sound on your radio is all. It's turning down the distraction.
Right.
And we're all. So not only is this not just you, but we're all. Yes, actually, FOMO. We're actually all being affected by this distraction energy. It's keeping a lot of us exhausted and revved up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really these like sort of crazy high vibes. And eclipse season just started, so that's the part of the astrological, influences the moon, the sun, the moon, the
Right,
stars, the
right.
age of Aquarius, all of that. But the moon does influence our vibrations and things that are going out. And yeah, money is a big thing that people worry about. But isn't it interesting? It's like at night, it seems like at night, but does it stop during the day? No, we just push it aside. And so that's what I'm talking about. There's like a distraction energy. We're just zip, 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 zip. It's like a
Mm-hmm.
it's like a tennis match, only actually it reminds me, what was that game, that computer game where it had the ball and it came down and you had a paddle and you had to chase it all over the place?
I only played Tetris. That was
Was
the other
that
thing.
that might have been
No,
Tetris?
Tetris was the little squares that were shaped like an L or whatever, and you
Oh
had to
no.
move them over and turn. It's like a puzzle.
Yeah, there was something with like like little light thing. Anyway, it was like an
Pong.
old
Someone said
Pong.
Pong.
Yeah, Pong. Yeah, just like crazy just things, but that's how the energy is right now. And coming into May, not only did we start out with this new moon eclipse on the 16th or the 15th, depending on where you
Right.
are in the world, we're getting this full, let me see if I could say this right, full blood moon lunar eclipse.
Wow.
So you've got a full moon, which lights up the energy. So always, so this is a thing. If you want to know what a full moon does and why we all get so crazy during the full moon, is it lights up our energy that's been in darkness, those things we want to hide, those things that we don't want to deal with, those things that are, let's say, in the back of our mind,
Mm-hmm.
right? The energies. And so the full moon does that anyway, right? An eclipse energetically literally eclipses out, and it's probably more figuratively than literally, but anyway,
Right.
it eclipses out the energy that we want to release. So what happens when we hit the energy of this full moon lunar eclipse is that it lights up everything, and then bam, it gets eclipsed out. And it's kind of like abruptly, if something gets like pulled out of you abruptly, you're going to be like, what just happened there?
Right.
So it's a little bit of a stunner. So we've got a bunch of kind of different things, right? And in fact, if I use the video game and people are talking about the video game, well, our life is like a video game right now.
It's like a bad reality show.
You, my friend, have something very interesting coming. I was looking at the energy in the last couple days. Did you know that?
No.
There's a secret. There's a secret. There's some stuff you don't know about. There's some people talking about you behind your back in a good way. Not that I want to judge it, but there's something.
I just got goosebumps. Goosebumps right there. Those are freckles, but I got goosebumps.
And you're tan, and I hate you right now.
Look at this. I got this yesterday.
Sunscreen, my friend.
No. Look at my face.
I know.
Now, I use good Neutrogena. But
yeah.
But what were you saying? What? There's people talking about me.
I was saying that they're talking about you behind your back, and it's all good. But there's something. There is something in the works. I see two people talking, and I've looked at it the last couple of days. It's been what I call knocking on my head. And so anytime anything's knocking on my head, and particularly if it's with you, I'm going to share it.
Right.
Because it's just.
Does it have to do with the project that's coming out?
Yeah, but there's an offshoot that's going to be in the works. There's a. And what's so interesting is when I look at the picture, because I see in terms of vibration and pictures and things like that. And the picture is that like the path is already there. It's not something new. So what do you think of that?
I know. Everything is, I feel like my things are hinging on this project because it has the potential to be so big. I just for the people wondering, I shot a project last fall. It's a very big project. It's going to be on one of the major streaming services, and I did it as Esther, and it's huge. It could be huge. Depends on how many people decide to watch it on that streaming service. But it's going to put that
Make sure
character.
people watch it on that streaming service.
Huh?
We will make sure people watch it on that streaming service.
They are, and the directors and the producers are all going, Esther is the breakout star in this flick, and blah, blah, blah. And then he mentioned to me I think I sent you I sent you the screenshot where he goes, she's going to get you're going to get your own TV series out of this. I'm like, oh, okay, here we go. But anyway, I feel good. I'm a little nervous on things financially, but which is always something, because in show business, it's feast or famine. It really is. 1 minute you've got a shitload of money in the bank. The next month you have zilch. And right now I'm like, I managed to get through the pandemic, and all of a sudden the pandemic's over, and now it's back to, okay, why stop? Which is part of why I can't sleep.
Well, it's also some of, so we got an article coming out on Medium. I've been writing on Medium. I don't know if you saw that. I've been writing on articles, and I've been writing in one of the publications, Know Thyself, Heal Thyself, but I'm also doing individual things. And, I think sometimes that we have comfort zones that are our default.
Right.
And worrying is one of our default comfort zone. Like worrying about money is a default comfort zone, right? What would we do if we wasn't? Oh my God, I can't even speak English anymore. If we weren't worrying about money, what would happen if everything was easy and we could just, get on with our lives? We'd find something else to worry about.
Right.
Something else would fill its place. But I think money in particular, thank you for doing that.
Yeah, I just wanted to let everybody know that if you want to find out more about Deb, that's her website, spiritlightinsight.com.
Thank you. And somebody asked who asked Danielle, hello.
Are you all doing message for Guy?
And by the way, hi Franzia. Hi Pam.
Hi Pam. I know we were talking. Francia, Flurry, Tammy. Yeah, it was a fun pool party. That's why I'm tan today. Irene, you're not alone in feeling that, Michael. From Irene. And anyway, wishing you sincerely. Oh, that's very sweet. Try the sun. There's so much more there. Let's see. If we wasn't worrying, well, LOL. That's
right,
so true,
exactly.
Tom.
If
so
we,
true. So
what would happen? What would life be? Would life be boring? So what happens if we're not worried? Can you imagine what we could create with all the energy that we use and put into worry?
What are those Turkish worry beads? That they flip them around and talk.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
you're getting pinged.
That's somebody on going hello. Somebody that's on Facebook saying you would never hear that because I'm coming through the computer and not through the board, and I can't turn it off. Do you sell Scottish? Oh God, who is this person?
I don't know.
I can't delete them because they're on Facebook. It's idiots. Hold on, let me try to get over to Facebook and get rid of this person. Because it's weird on Facebook that you can't get rid of. Hey Josie, go away because I'm about ready to delete and block you when I
distraction, and we can't give our attention. I mean, you can go try to, and you can always block that person from whatever page they're on. So
that's what I'm trying to find, but I have so many pages.
But let's see. So Danielle Marie, did you have a question? So it depends on what kind of guidance you're looking for. Like, I don't do cards, I do readings, but hit me up and we'll see. And let's see if I can, let's see. May is going to be a roller coaster. Yes, did you read my newsletter this morning? Oh my God, my newsletter. It really is. I told people in my newsletter to buckle their seatbelts.
Really?
Because it's going to be very up and down between the two eclipses. Mercury retrograde.
Sorry, I'm trying to find this person to get rid of them. And I don't know what thing they're from. I don't know which one. So they're either in Esther Paulin.
Wow, but they're hijacking the whole.
Right. That's why I'm trying to get rid of them. And they are. That's why
Happy birthday, Deborah.
Keep going. I'm going to find this person if it's the last thing I do.
So yes, May is general guidance going through relationship issues. Let me see because there's like a little chat. Oh, here. Hang on. Okay. General guidance going through relationship issues and personal issues. So I would say any message that I need to hear if possible. Okay, let me see if I can get you in tune here.
Sorry.
One of the things that I see, Danielle, is that you're kind of giving up your space and thinking you're doing something wrong in that. Like it looks like you're getting blamed. And you are not to blame. That's what I'm going to tell you. That's the message that I'm going to give you. You are not only not to blame, but you do not have to make yourself smaller within your relationship. It's whatever it is, it's almost like been turned around. It's not you. And by the way, I don't come from a place of blame. I read from a space of being in neutral. And so I'm not saying, oh, it's not you, it's them. I'm saying it's not you, and it's time that actually you have some programming within you that keeps you in that loop right now. But it's like a kind of a bullying thing a little bit. It's interesting where I see you kind of apologizing, like I see you bowing your head almost in shame, and you don't need to do that. That's what I'm going to say. Don't make yourself smaller in that space. So I hope that makes sense for you. Oh gosh.
I think I got rid of them.
I don't know. We just got another one there.
Oh no, she's back. Oh fuck. You know, I don't. It's somebody on Facebook, and I don't know which Facebook thing it is.
Oh,
I got it. Okay, here we go. Blocked.
There we go.
Got it.
There, now you blocked. So Danielle said, yes, definitely. I'm trying to remind myself of that. Self-esteem has been low. Yeah, just hang in there. And Danielle, if you want to kind of reset that space. Okay, so I'm going to do a little shameless self-promotion.
Go for it. Go for it.
All right.
I'm back. I'm sorry. That person was really driving me nuts. And so I was like totally unfocused. But I'm back now.
That is okay. But I need you here because
I'm here now.
Because I need you. I need you, Michael. I need you, Michael. So anyone that is here, if you feel stuck or if you feel in this, in that kind of space, you're welcome to reach out to me. I'm Debbie Taitel on Facebook or Clairvoyant Spirit Light Insight Clairvoyant Readings. On Facebook, I'm on Instagram as Spirit Light Insight, which is also my website, spiritlightinsight.com. But there are some free meditations and free resources I have on my website. I don't know, Michael, if you knew that, but I have a whole SoundCloud space. And so if you go to my website, click on meditations, it'll take you to guided meditations. There's a 20-minute meditation that will reset, because self-esteem has been, a lot of it is our programming. And part of what happens is that we do everything we can. We do everything that we're, let's say, taught or told, or we think somebody else wants to hear or know. And then it doesn't work. It's still not enough. It's still not good enough or whatever. And so, yeah, we lose our self-esteem because everything that we've ever learned or been taught is wrong. And most of the time it is wrong. So hang in there, Danielle. Thank you for saying so, Angela. Well, you should have, Karen. We're here.
She's the best.
Wait, somebody just said, let's see, Tracy said, I'm just lost so many changes that I had no part in choosing. Here's what I'm going to say about that, Tracy. There are actually, you're right, you didn't choose that, but at some level, what it really looks like to me is that whatever changes that are happening are things that you were ready to let go of, and patterns that were ready to end. And that, however, so also what happens when we don't let go energetically with it, sometimes we create these spaces in our life. And I say we create, not as a blame thing, but things happen in our lives so that we get what we wanted anyway. And that is the release. So you didn't have a part in choosing it. I actually see it. There might be a female parent, maybe mom, I don't know, but there's an angry female energy in there, Tracy, that kind of has gotten in the way. And I see you kind of finally giving yourself a little bit of space. And in order to do that, whatever these events are, it's dependent on how you relate to those events. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it might make sense to Tracy. But it is always about how we respond to the events that happen. It's not the events, because how we don't always choose the events, but how we choose to respond, and then the life lessons that we get out of those events. That's the learning. So just kind of the meditations are, they're not on my Facebook page, but I can post them on my Facebook page. So join me there. But they're on my website, spiritlightinsight.com. And I think Michael will have that. You'll have that tomorrow also in the...
It's already on. I mean,
it's already on.
If you go to the YouTube or the Facebook or any of the feeds, all of your information, everything is right there.
Great. Awesome. Yeah. And that's where they are. Just click on meditation and there's free meditations. I also have a psychic healing class that's coming up starting May 16th, which is going to be fabulous. And it's for the empaths and the healers and the curious clairvoyants out there, and those who have never done it.
The Curious Clairvoyant, isn't that your website that you were able to get?
That's why I bought it, because I decided that I was a curious clairvoyant, but there's lots of other curious clairvoyants who are already clairvoyant, but they are not healing themselves.
Gotcha.
And so it's for anybody at any level to come in and join us and learn some tools and really learn how to focus. So it's a little different than my clairvoyant development, which you got a reading from.
Right.
And I think, Tammy did, and Karen did too. I don't remember.
Got readings with you?
Yeah.
Awesome.
They got readings with me, but they also got readings from my students.
Oh, they did?
Yes, because I opened that space.
Oh, wow. Oh, how cool. That's pretty cool.
Yes, it was very cool. So anyway, Tracy, I hope that helped. Don't be lost. You're actually not lost. Just come back to yourself. Call your energy back to yourself. That's what I'm going to say to Tracy is just bring it all back. Take some time for yourself. I hate to put it this way, but it's like kind of lick your wounds and it's okay. It's going to be okay. So give yourself a breath and give yourself some space.
Did Karen have the same students or different students?
Same students.
Did they get all excited about like picking stuff up really good?
Yeah. They're amazing.
Oh, I know they are. Oh my God. And Tammy got it too. Woohoo. There it is. Debbie and her students. There we are. Our rock star.
Thank you, Franzia. Franzia has been getting readings from me and has sent like her whole family to me for years. I love her to bed. Oh, that's right. Karen had the one. Karen had the one that one student of mine. We're going to have you back, Karen.
There was the two. They all weren't there.
Two. Right. They didn't show up. It was Monica. Yeah, she's great. She's actually really, really great. So
I finally got rid of the fart person. He kept coming back as different people. He must have had 4 profiles, and I had to find each one of them.
What are we doing right?
I know. It's like,
it's Troll City.
It was he was Danny. He was his mother. He had all these different characters. He was Danny Smith, and then he came as Georgina Starr instead. Another one. Oh, here we go. Hey, from Denver at the VA transmitting. Had to stop for a breather and saw you were on. Well, thank you, RL.
Hello.
Is it cold in Denver? What's it like in Denver?
It's cold in Chicago, I'll tell you that.
Sometimes I ask these questions and I expect people to immediately answer back, and I forget.
Right, I know. I'm waiting, and we're both like.
I do that all the time.
That's super funny.
It is.
So Tracy, you can pop back in and say hello if you want. And Karen, with regards to that, it looks interesting. I'm not sure you all fall into some category because you are psychic, you are searching, you are. I just you have to put something out there, right? So if you're interested and you have questions, if it's going to be right for you, just hit me up with a message somewhere. You know how to get a hold of me.
Right.
Oh, what is this? What is this gorgeous thing?
That is the Hope Diamond replica.
It is. Is that Esther's?
Yes, it's my friend Joseph Gregory, who lives in Nashville. He is the heir to Joseph Gregory McLean, Virginia. His great grandmother was Evelyn Wash McLean, the last woman to own the Hope Diamond. And so they sent me I guess you can buy this at the Smithsonian for like $75 or something. I forget what it is, $75 or $100. But they gave it to me as a gift.
It's beautiful.
Oh, it is really gorgeous. And Esther wears it on occasion. I was just sitting here on my desk playing with it. And Michael stole it from Esther.
But how interesting that everything we're talking about here is like healing and all that stuff, which is all about hope.
Right? Hope. My heart was full of hope. My life was full of soap.
You know, my darling, I will tie anything into energy. Whatever it is, I can pretty much tie it in. It is stunning.
Yeah,
Michael stole it from Esther. Yep.
I did. She's got her own. One day, who was it that came up the other day? The lady that cuts my hair came up the other day, and she had some friends. They wanted to show the view from my place, and she was more excited about seeing Esther's closet and all her jewelry and all of her bling than she was about seeing the view.
I tell you what, when I come over,
you'll be there.
I'm gonna raid that, but there's a jacket, so you'll have to check my bag on the way out.
There's a jacket you like already?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Which one? I have so many.
I think there's a multicolor. Isn't there a multicolor one?
Yeah, there's all different types.
Amazing. AKA Steve, I know a relationship is not in the cards, so I'd like to know why did I have this like chat thing at the bottom so I can't read the whole question?
Hold on, I'll put it up. Hold on. Show. There it is.
There we go. I know relationship is not in the cards, so to know what you see regarding my career. Also trying for years to book Michael at our theater.
But he was at another. Well, what theater are you at now?
I know. I'm like,
Steven?
what?
No, he did. He was trying to book. I forget where the theater was at. It was someplace cold. I can't remember. But yeah, and it just never happened. But
so here's what I'm gonna say to Stephen. Stephen, while you're looking left, there's opportunities to the right. What I mean by that, you know how we focus on sort of this one area or this one thing or this one direction that we're going. You've got same one, Newport, Oregon. Wait, I thought, oh no, wait, he's not in Denver. Who's in Denver? I already missed the whole Denver part. I'm so confused.
RL was
RL. Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm multitasking too, trying to read all this, while I'm answering questions, and Newport, do well. Oregon. Anyway, so it's so interesting, Stephen. When I look at your energy, it's weird. I see you sitting back almost in a director's chair, and you're looking over here. Well, okay, whatever. I'm using my hands to do it, but it doesn't translate to the camera. But while you're looking one direction, what I actually see is there's all these opportunities hitting you in the head almost energetically, constantly. It's like ping, 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 and you're ignoring them. And so what I'm going to say, Stephen, is look over your shoulder. Look what's there. There's some stuff there for you. And it is much more, it's like you've been painted into this small little space. And what's pinging on you is a much more expansive space. And almost as if there was some like fear or something of actually opening up that space. It becomes very vulnerable. And it's like, it's almost as if you haven't really, like, you're okay. It's like people, and I don't know what you do. I don't know you at all. Michael knows you. I don't know you. But I just see, it's like there's some people that, thank you, Tracy.
You're a sweetheart.
That was lovely. Thank you. Not that I get it, it's all Michael. But it's like some people are more comfortable, let's say, behind the camera rather than in front of the camera, but or in the spotlight, out of the spotlight kind of a thing. And for some reason, I just see that this opens up a whole different space. So Stephen, look over your shoulder, bud. It's you gotta see there's some things that are there that people have been bugging you about. It's the same thing as you saying, hey, I'm trying to get Michael to come to this theater. And there's people that have been trying to get you to do something that's much more expansive, and there's just kind of some fear. So blow that all out, take your step.
Yeah, I knew it was somewhere water or cold or in the middle of nowhere, and there it was Oregon, Newport, Oregon. It wasn't it wasn't a big area, but it was like he has his theater and stuff there. As a kid, I saw the Hope Diamond in the museum in the 60s. Aww. But that's Naomi Judd. That was a shocker.
Oh yeah,
she committed suicide.
She committed suicide?
That's, if you read what happened, she died due to mental illness, and she'd been fighting depression for years and years and years. And so when you die from mental illness, as what she had, it was suicide. I was talking to my friends in Nashville. It's really sad. And she was getting inducted today into the Country Music Hall of Fame. Wow. Crazy. Let's see. I'm excited to check out your website. There you go, Kathleen. Opening a new home-based business in June. Fingers crossed. Feelings excited. Scared meshed together. Meditation might help calm your nerves.
Absolutely. Go there. Join us. Tracy, too, said, I'm going to go check out your sites, meditation, healing classes, all things I'm interested in. Thank you for being such a light in the world. Thank you for being here and saying so. That's very lovely. Thank you.
I will tell you that Debbie has been right on, has even been more on target with some of her, what's the word? I don't like to say predictions, with some of her insight.
You can call them predictions.
I know, but she's been pretty right on with me on certain things. And when other people who are gifted said something, but she would contradict that, and her contradictions were always the way that it happened, But no, I did that delicately. But
you did. I am so impressed. I'm verklempt.
Verklempt, can we talk?
Yeah.
And let's see, what is this? Richard, any advice for a tired old soul trying to make their way in a young soul world? I can almost answer you on that one. I'm not even a psychic.
You start, then I'll go.
Let me start, and then you take it over. Okay,
Right.
Tired old soul. You cannot, when you call yourself a tired old soul, then you become one. And I wrote a piece a couple of weeks ago, and I was talking about I never wanted, when I grew older, I never want to be the old gay guy who sat around and bitched and moaned and groaned and said, "These damn young kids." I always wanted to be the cool older guy. I always wanted to be the cool guy that the young people would go, "He's cool." But you know what I mean? You have to set your mind to not think old. Marketing and the way our country is run with marketing is they want us to immediately retire. Over 50, ARP starts sending you shit. The Neptune community wants you to, be cremated. Everything is about retiring. And when you retire, it's like your life is ended. You don't do anything. You sit around, go to buffets and eat. No, that makes you an old person. What keeps you young and young at heart is embracing young people and what they're doing. You don't have to go out there and dress like them or live like them, but you need to embrace what they're doing, because you have to remember you were their age once. And people like you who are thinking that way were thinking the same thing about you once. Those young little whippersnappers. All right, that was my thought.
Now me?
Yes, you.
Okay. Richard, and we're going to get to Deborah next. Thank you. Okay. Thank you very much. Actually, put up Richard's if you can, because I can't. I can't.
Hold on, I find it. Right here it is. There we go.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to say. Old souls are never tired, but what happens is they get so much energy thrown at them that it gets heavy. So it's not, which is tiring. And by the way, all the things that you're saying, I tried to get wrinkles and trimmed hairline when I was 10 years old, and and all that. You know what? I tried to be pretty my whole life. Like, I never thought that, that's body stuff. So let's talk about energy and being an old soul, because you are an old soul. And you are actually here to light up those young souls. So you need to own your freaking wisdom, Richard. Own your wisdom, own your talent, own where you've been, own your experience, and teach those young souls a thing or two. Don't get caught up in their ego,
right,
and their body image, because that's all ego. Richard, you've got things to offer, and you need to grab hold of them and start offering.
Right.
It's not even about how you feel or what you I listened to Billie Holiday and Louis Armstrong and old radio shows at that time. God bless. You know what? All right. So I go to CrossFit. I do CrossFit with 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds. I'm 60 something. And we're not quite telling. I could tell I'm 61. Like, hello, I'm 61. And I do Olympic lifting. And you know what? I come up with stuff and they have no idea who the heck I'm talking about.
Right.
I talk about music. I think I asked about an old TV show, and they were like, what are you talking about? Like, they had no clue, what it was or who it was. Oh, I think I was talking about Cheryl Ladd. Oh, God. All right.
Cheryl Ladd?
Yeah, sometimes I can get really judgy while watching, like, old they didn't know who Cheryl Ladd was. They didn't know who like Charlie's Angels or anybody was. I was like, how do you not know Charlie's? You know, to me, this is
right. To me,
I get it. Yeah, and so I made a comment. It was just a very judgy comment about a little bit too much work.
Mm-hmm.
Shall I just put it that way?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit too much work, and nothing moved. And you know what? These guys mean I have worried about every single one of you out there. All that this means that I smile at you all the time. Okay, so I don't like the jowls so much, but the smile part, yeah.
Right.
And thank you, Karen. But Richard, are you there? Richard, are you deer in the headlights there? You got to comment on this. But you are not only not you've got some pictures about like being a dried up, useless and you're very far from that. And I don't know, do you have I don't know his family situation. Is there like another male, a son or a younger male in the family that you know, Michael?
Me?
For Richard.
Oh, I don't know. I only know Richard from here. And
Lewis from here?
Yeah.
Okay, Richard, I almost see like a younger, like, I don't know if you have a son or whatever, but there's this energy that somehow you disappointed somebody, and you need to just let go of that. You're making yourself feel guilt. So this is the healing part. You're carrying a lot of guilt for disappointing somebody, and let that go, because taking yourself down is and punishing yourself for it is not going to help. So forgive yourself, own your wisdom, and step into it. A brother, okay, I knew it's like a younger. You're not a disappointment. I know it hurts your heart. I could see it really clearly, like that hurts your heart, and you've been kind of paying for it for a long time. Let it go. Let it go. That's what I'm going to say. Let's get to Deborah back here. I haven't forgotten about you, Deborah. I saw there was something. Thank you very much. The orange.
Where is it? The orange?
Yep.
Deborah Kiefer, do you see any romantic relationships in my near future?
Yeah. And what I love, Deborah, which you didn't know this. I know you don't know this necessarily, but did you look at the time that you left that tip and you popped on? Can you put that up, Michael, at all?
Hold on.
I don't know.
Yes, there it is. Well, not
you can't put up the time. So the time that you wrote that question is 4:44 on my Chicago time.
Right, and 2:44 here, but 4:44. Interesting.
4:44 here in Chicago, which is the angel number.
Uh-huh.
And so I was so excited when I saw the tip, and thank you for that. My gosh. So I don't predict the future. Here is what I will tell you, Deborah. You will open up a space for the romantic relationship once you wrap up whatever is going on in your life right now. Again, it's like I see you, Deborah, looking left, or, see like you're busy, like doing. And I don't know if there's kids involved or working with kids or something like that, but there's a bunch of energy around that. And there's like what I keep seeing is that there's some things that you have to take care of before you can open up a space for your relationship. And actually, if you sit back and you take your energy out of the busyness and out of I got to do this before this next thing comes, because that's the picture. And then one more thing comes. How often do we all do that? Right? You do that. Don't you do that, Michael? I mean, I do that. Okay, I got to do this before I can do this, before I can do this.
Right.
And that's what I'm talking about. And just, you got to take a step out of that, because this is our energy distribution. This is our third chakra in our belly. And by the way, that's why our bellies get all knotted up. And by the way, that's also the third chakra is also the space of our in and out of body memory. If you want to talk energy, right? And guess what that governs? That's
What?
all about our sleeping space. So when that gets revved up and when our energy is in 10,000 different places, that's when we feel scattered. So Deborah, you will open up a space. I actually see that there's a relationship. It's interesting. There's a relationship that's kind of at the edge of your aura. I don't know how to explain this. It's like just outside your vision, just outside. And so there's really no space for it right now. Create that space. And it actually, I don't know where you are, but it looks like sometime in the spring when it's like kind of warm out and sunny that you end up accidentally, and I'll say that in quotes, accidentally meeting somebody.
Lewis popped in. Lewis says hi.
Hey, Lewis.
He's just like, it's like, what, Lewis? Esther. Esther's not here.
Wait, did he say hello to me? No.
Yes.
Oh, wait.
I don't know. There's so many of them. Hold on.
I know. He's saying hello to everybody. Hi, Lewis.
I have to look at them. I can't say howdy. Oh, he just said howdy at first.
Oh, there we go.
And then people started saying hi to him, and then
Allentown, PA.
Thanks, Karen. So we were talking about people whose faces.
You're so welcome, Deborah.
We were talking about people whose faces don't move. So I was like looking at, that's Kenny Loggins.
No. A present time picture? No,
that's it right now.
No.
He's got Kenny Rogers' eyes. Look at that.
Oh, sorry. I don't mean to be.
No, but I mean, that's why I stopped, because I didn't want to look this way. You were talking about people whose, you were talking.
Yeah.
Yes.
He couldn't move.
He couldn't move. Lewis said you were talking, and I wanted to wait until you finished.
Good, because Lewis knows. So distracted.
Lewis knows what it's like, because people will say hi, and he's in the middle of reading somebody, and people are like, hi, how are you? And you're like, you don't want to be rude. Yes, that's Kenny Loggins. He's
wow.
Yeah, well, crazy, but
that was the craziest picture. Thank you. What is this super sticker? What's a super sticker? I'll have to go look at YouTube.
It's when super stickers are super stickers. They put up a super sticker and people see it. It's part of being a YouTube partner. Because I'm a partner on YouTube, people can tip you. They can help, and this money goes and helps Esther's makeup. It pays for the internet service and all this stuff, because I don't make any money from this. And so,
how many followers do I need now?
You need to get 1,000 followers.
Oh God, that's going to be
the thing is, we have to tell everybody, you have to give me your YouTube channel. It's not on that information, I don't think.
It is Spirit Light Muse. It's user.
Hold on. Let me go there, and I can put that up, because you want everybody.
You're awesome.
You want everybody to, and I'm doing the same thing with Lewis. He's like you. You both have. No, you don't have it on there, honey. You do not have the YouTube on. It's not updated. So, whatever. So
did you ask? Wait, let me.
Miss, don't go there. Don't go there.
I love you.
Oh,
you were at the pool party yesterday.
I've got Instagram, website, Facebook personal, Facebook page, and your website. But there's no. Okay. And this is information thou hast sent.
I know, because I didn't know at the time when I was first on. Here, wait, can I drop it somewhere? Where can I?
Yeah, just drop it right there. Just drop it in, and then what'll happen is I'll add it, and it'll go to everybody.
Okay, so I'll just text it to you or something. Where do you?
No, just type it in. Can you type it in the comments?
Yes, but I have
type
to
it in there.
Go to my home.
Your YouTube page. Hold on.
Yeah, I have to go to your YouTube page, actually.
No, you have to get whatever. You don't know your YouTube URL?
Yeah, but I'm putting it in right now.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So you can't just put it in the comment section, and then I'll do it.
There, it's in there. I just dropped it.
Okay. Hasn't showed up yet. Interesting. You sure you dropped it here in the comment section?
I might have dropped it in the here. I'm going to put it in your private chat because I can't seem to chat with everybody there. Paste.
Huh.
There you go.
There. Aha. I got it. Okay.
There you go. I make things so complicated sometimes. What can I say? I apologize.
Here we go. All right. Here it is. This is the YouTube page you all must subscribe to right there. There you go. And it's going up to everybody. It's going into all the Facebook pages.
Ooh, thank you.
There it is. So if you follow Deb and then spread the
and then
word.
when I get a certain number of followers, I can actually change the because I'm trying to get. So I had this name when I first got this YouTube channel a million years ago and never used it. I grabbed this name. So I'm working to get enough subscribers just to change the name. And I think I need 100. So just to change the name to Spirit Light Insight, because that is my website. That is thank you so much for all of you.
Done.
Somebody asked, thank you so much. Oh my God, this is so exciting. And I'll be coming on and doing some stuff in the next week or so. I've just been crazy busy with writing. Georgia, if you want a reading, type in a question and like what, because you can get a reading.
And see what you've got to do. The other part of, because Sloan helped me out. Sloan said, I'm going to help you out, Esther. And so she came on my show. And when she came on my show, I already had 10,000 subscribers, but I needed the 4,000 viewing hours.
Right.
So she came on my show and it was like, boom, within a month, I had 4,000 hours.
Oh, that's awesome.
Just off of one show with her. And and that's the other thing, that you have to have the 4,000 hours and you have to keep it going. But once you get there, that's why I've been trying to get people to, like right now, more people are watching on YouTube. There's only 4, 6, 7. There's only 7 people watching from Facebook. Everybody else is watching from YouTube right now.
Excellent. Oh my gosh, that's great. That's my goal.
Right.
Is to get people from Facebook over but there's a really good question here. Wait a second. And yes, thank you to all those who have already.
Why do I feel wrapped like in a cocoon? Francia, is that one?
No, JMS, but I will get.
Oh, I see it right here. Are there more souls to disconnect from? That one?
Is there past life energy in my current energy field? It is attached to my current life trauma. Okay, so past lives can always play a part. I'm going to actually hand that one over to Michael, because how about the emotions that came up when my students read you?
You mean about my past life?
Yes.
When we were talking about...
you can leave that up because I will direct him, but yeah.
You mean talking... let's see, I was a landowner. Oh, God. I was a landowner. And then there was the whole thing that they found. The thing that was the most interesting was the horse, the Indian.
Mm-hmm. It was all about freedom.
It was about freedom, but it was more like a... what the hell is it? I was like involved. I was in the Indians. I was a part of an Indian tribe, like a medicine man. I was like a guide. I was a guide because what had happened was I kept seeing this horse, the brown and white horse. And
in real life, though,
in real life,
seeing a horse, and I put him on with my students, and suddenly they start reading this horse.
And I'm going, you're not going to believe this. I'm going to put this up, and I showed the video. I go, this horse has showed up in my dream and showed up in a video. And I just got the goosebumps. You know what I mean? I guess that means it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's emotional. So a lot of times the past life energy that's currently, first of all, we have here's a teaching space. We have a past life aura that's actually behind us. We have a whole set of memory banks and all of our past lives and all of our wisdom and all of our information. So what I would say, we don't want to, let's say, attach blame or attach any kind of attachment to a current life trauma. But part of what happens is that we're so terrified that it's very difficult for us to let it go. And I work with a lot of trauma people. Actually, I had an interesting one recently with somebody who was abused, and he ended up oddly getting a student reading. I just thought, you know what, come and do this and see what happens. And he ended up crying the entire time, and it cleared his trauma. It cleared his whole fear and all of that. And so it's really a space you can work on that. What I see here, I don't know, JMS, what would you like to be called? I'm going to call you Jay just for right now. And what I'm going to say is there's like terror in your space, and it's not your energy. It's like other people's, and you're very, very sensitive. So you're picking up a lot of other people's fear, but not just fear, terror. It's like this absolute inevitable terror. So what I would say, it's not so much, so we don't ever want to be connected to other souls in that way energetically, like corded connected, but there can be people in our lives. Part of what I'm seeing, and these are people we can't disconnect from, unfortunately, are our families. And so a little bit of you've got a little bit in your family of a push me, pull you. And so that's how I would have to actually give you a full on reading to help you through this. So, and I would be giving you a complete disservice to really comment much more on it here, because I think it's very private, but there's a lot of family stuff going on there. So that's how I'm going to answer that. Thank you, Richard. Yes, I do have animal communication. Yeah, Tammy is, let's see here.
Oh, there they are. Hold on, block.
Get your own people, whoever you are.
I know,
Get
I just
your
blocked
own
her.
people. Yeah.
I just blocked her.
Looking forward to okay, Franzia, why do I feel like I'm wrapped in a cocoon? Because you are. You've got some energy around you. What I'm seeing is, well, you've got, how many readings have you gotten from me, Franzia? Like dozens. But what I'm seeing today, right now, is you've actually taken on the responsibility for a lot of other people out of resistance to their choices and their choices not to heal. What you have to do is step out of that cocoon, because there's a space where you've been almost, you're the one. You're the only one. It's almost as if you've become a guru healer to all of them, and all of their energy and mostly their unconsciousness is all wrapped around you. And that's why it feels like a cocoon, because it's all like white. And I'd be willing to bet, Franzia, that you don't have your clarity either, like you usually do. I think you do.
That's my text messaging because it's all getting picked up. It drives me crazy.
But I do like that, whatever that is. But Franzia, it looks to me like there's a bunch of people like in your head as well. But I can see that you don't have your clarity like I usually when I see you. So clear that resistance to all that. Yeah. Karen, Tammy, maybe we are neighbor. Are Karen and Tammy neighbors?
I don't.
Oh my God. Yeah. How's Lady? Tammy, how's Lady doing? Let me see her little. You didn't even have to say Shih Tzu. I was gonna ask how Lady's doing.
I just found out somebody died.
Oh, ick. Who? Somebody you know? I'm sorry.
Somebody I knew. I'm not laughing. It was, you are
laughing. That's okay.
But this gentleman named Eric Little, and he owned this nightclub in Washington, D.C. when I had my show there in Washington, D.C. And he is another person. He and his company tried to sue me. And I beat them in federal court in Washington, D.C. It's like, people are always trying to sue me for something. And they were trying to actually steal my Esther character And at that time, and this was back in 2001, 2002. And he was just decided to do this battle with me. They said, yeah, somebody just said, hey, Michael, just thought I'd let you know Eric Little died in his sleep last night. I was like, okay.
Well, there's darn, yeah, there,
I know it's nothing, nothing major, I was just like, okay.
And so, just as a funny, did you see what Francia said?
What? That
sneaky smile.
Me sneaky smile? No.
My sneaky smile. My sneaky smile.
Tracy,
the Atlantis in a past life. Okay, so could you tell me how old my lady is? How old?
Where is this one?
You mean is
you were both? That's where is it? I'm trying to look. See.
Yeah. So they were in Atlantis together. That was.
You're talking about a past life.
Yeah, they were in past life. Most of us, all of us who are here right now watching this, connected, we have all been connected before. This is not random.
Right.
We've all been in some connection, some past life, some otherwise we wouldn't be connected. I kind of love that sound. I think I might need to have that, but I don't have an Android. But
I was going to say, somebody, are you at the pool? No,
I turned my phone off. So if the world is falling apart, I don't know.
I usually, because of the way this is set up right now, you would never hear this. But because it's going through my computer, it's
because I blew out your Pro Logic Tech whatever thing. What did I blow out? I blew out your thing. Louis, are you still here? I blew out his board again. It only happens when I come on. It's the second time.
I know. It's unbelievable. I can't figure out what the reason why it sounds a little bit different is because I can't get my board connected to my computer. It's like, So let's see. She was found.
She was a found dog. Oh, I get it. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm not even going to take a gander at that. The vet probably has told you. She looks a little bit older, to me, but she's got a really puppy spirit right now. You're too hot to handle. I love you, Louis.
No, Louis, what happened was I went to go connect. I mean, I have not touched the computer and the board since you were on last Sunday, Louis. So all of a sudden Debbie comes on, I turn on everything, and I'm like, what's going on? I can't get sound. I haven't touched anything. So I still don't know what's wrong, and I've got to figure it. So this is not going through my board. There's no music. So when we leave tonight, I'll hum, and we're leaving. And then because there is just crazy.
But then you can fix the video later.
What?
You can add an intro and an outro later.
Oh no! It's just too much. It's too much work. But we're fine. We have That's Entertainment comes in and goes out. But
gotcha. So Empress in limbo here. Should I be prepared to move this year? You've just come through, Empress, a big, like a tidal wave or like a. Something like all your energy was tied up in something. And it's kind of like, how when we throw our energy into something and then we finish it, there's like kind of a down feeling or like, oh wait, here I'm back here. Like I'm back. You know what I'm talking about? Like you work a big project or you did, like I was working on my newsletter Solid and on my website. Because ain't having your own business grand when you do all your own creating, and all my energy was in it. And the minute I was done and finished, I was like, "Oh, good! I'm glad that's over." And then suddenly I was like, "Wow, I feel like kind of spacey, and it's really weird." So, but I do see, Empress, that you have just come through, like your energy was tied up in some big thing, and the limbo, should you be prepared to move? Well, only if you want to move. What I'll say about that is once you get grounded in the present, once you bring all your energy back and pull it out of that tumultuous hurricane that you were in, tidal wave, whatever you want to call it. Once you do that, you'll be able to kind of settle in and ground, and then you can choose to move. I don't see that you're going to move, actually. I just, so, I always say prepare for the unexpected, whatever, because we don't always know, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're not omniscient. We are not. Like, as much as I'm psychic, or Lewis, or you, or all of us are clairvoyant at some level. All of us are, we have our feelings, our intuition, right? Our gut feeling, our intuition. We know when we walk into a room, you walk in and you go, wow, this sucks. It doesn't
Mm-hmm.
feel good here. I need to leave. That's a psychic ability. Psychic just means of the soul.
Right.
That's what it actually means, of the soul. And all of us have abilities. All of our chakras, all of our energy systems have different abilities in them. Right. And so there's pragmatic intuition, practical intuition. There's all kinds of abstract intuition. There's, the deja vu type of intuition. So, we all have that. And we're feeling and aware of things all the time. So sometimes we get caught up in those things. And I know I just went kind of left field with that, but there we are. Tammy, you are welcome. He's going to be fine. Tracy, worried about my 17-year-old. I can't see. I hate this chat.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on.
That's okay.
There. He seems depressed.
Oh, he seems depressed. Yeah, he's got a heavy energy from his father on him. Boy, talk about he's a match to Richard about the disappointment energy. Like, he doesn't. Yeah, so I don't know how to answer. So I do see that he's depressed, but it's mostly about his doing things. And you're so welcome, Empress. So I see with your son that there's like a male energy that is kind of, it's hard to explain the picture. It's like a weight that's on him and he doesn't know how to lift it. But let me give him a quick hello. That was great. I love when I send a being a quick hello.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like they're lying on the bed, right? They're like lying there and, they're kind of in this really super gray energy. And then suddenly I'll see this like spark of gold and they sit up and they go, you can see me. So part of this with your son is he doesn't feel seen from a male authority figure, and so just love on him. But I wouldn't worry too much. He's not feeling seen right now. And there's something that he needs to express and that he needs to say. Give him the space to do it, to say it. That's what I'm going to say there.
Wow. How you feeling? We've been an hour and 17 minutes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, God, did that fly by or what?
I know. I just thought I'd let you know that it was an hour and 17 minutes. And
I don't care. Has my computer blown up? Is it hot? Because I'm like working on my laptop here with everything plugged in, but I'm good. Wait, let's put hopefully Tracy, I don't know if that made sense. But we're getting some kid questions here. Let's address some of the kid questions. Bye, Bill. What about Kathleen? Concerned about my 13-year-old daughter. Kids. Should I do a meditation just for kids? I think, maybe so Kathleen, your 13-year-old stepdaughter, Okay, so she's like a little healer girl, and she's been trying to heal her mom, and her mom actually seems kind of depressed. And so she's picked up that energy. Again, give her space to talk, give her space to express herself. And Kathleen, what I'm going to say to you is that you may need to get vulnerable with her in order to let her get vulnerable with you. There's that part. Wow. Debbie, I'm still sick. So I don't know if that helps, but that's what I'm going to say is open up a space, have some dedicated space to have a conversation with her. Even if she doesn't talk, doesn't matter. Set up a dedicated space every week that's just the two of you. So much for me not giving advice. Here I am, like giving all this advice. Karen, yes, I will give you a healing. It's that third chakra. I don't know what's going on in your third chakra. That's a belly. But I see like almost waves of nausea, even if it's a cold or whatever, but I see it's really coming from that third chakra. Stop trying to control whatever you need to control. And that will go away. Thank you so much. His father betrayed our family in the worst way possible. That's Tracy. That's who I said the father's energy.
Mm-hmm.
She said his father betrayed him.
That's an interesting question right here from Richard. Are there clues in our current life?
So I'll answer that. It's actually just, it's in some ways it's the opposite. It's your past lives that once you get in touch with them, you see their influence on your current life. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, boy.
So you ask if there's a clue in the current life, and Michael had that experience. His clue was, why the hell am I obsessed with these, what was it, Appaloosa horses?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. He was like totally obsessed with these and finding pictures and this and that. And yeah.
All in 1 week. It just happened in that 1 week.
When you have your awareness about what's going on with you in the present, those are clues sometimes to your past life. So you can get it from there. So I hope that makes sense. But a lot of it is awareness. Like, we're so aware. We're just not aware of what we're aware of.
Right.
And when we're not aware of what we're aware of, we become overwhelmed and we have anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just taking one little piece and becoming aware of it that makes all the difference. So that's what it is. So just get your awareness. Again, come do meditations with me. Do that. Kathleen, that makes so much sense. She seems to only chat with me. Thank you. Thank you. You are welcome. Welcome. Own that space. So congratulations. Paint horses, Karen said. Paint horses. You're welcome, Richard. Fear of drowning, past life. Fear of drowning, past life. Yeah, so you probably drown. Actually, Tammy, you went down with the ship. Oh my God, I love when I get an image like that quick. I was just joking. I was just like, oh yeah, you probably drowned in a past life. But what ended up, the image that I got was you in a male body and some sort of merchant ship. And I literally saw a storm and you went down with the ship. That will generally cause a fear of drowning in this life.
I used to have a fear of being stabbed. And I still have this fear of knives. And
but that's from Nell Carter.
That's true. But I mean, even before then, I've always had this fear of knives. And it's so weird. Like, I can cut things. But like, I have funny when I hold a knife or hand it to somebody. It's like this weird thing that I have. Is that crazy?
So, wait. So I'm looking at you. So I'm trying to figure out which shoulder. I'm looking at you. Raise your left hand. Okay, good. That's the one I thought. It's hard to tell because everything's opposite, right?
Right.
When you're on a camera. So
I'm left-handed.
you got stabbed in your left shoulder blade in another lifetime. It looks like some sort of I keep wanting to say the Saxon invasion. I don't even know what that is. Isn't that English? That some
Yeah.
sort of invasion, and you got stabbed. But here's the thing: you made it through the whole, like the battle, and you
Uh-huh.
were celebrating the battle, and you were in some pub, like somewhere, and you
Getting
were
drunk.
drunk out of your mind, and you were stumbling down the street, and some like kid came and stabbed you, and they got your they got too close to your heart, and at that time you couldn't heal that. So question, in this lifetime, how's your shoulder? People, Saxon, there you go.
7280. Let's
Do you ever
see.
have trouble with your left shoulder?
I used to. Now it's my right shoulder.
But you used to.
Yeah, long time. It would hurt, and I was like, eh. But that was weird. But it's so weird how I am with knives. I'm like very funny. If somebody has a knife, I go, get away from me. It's really weird. It's almost like a phobia.
There's actually a present time thing. Something, someone in your past. You sure you want me to read this? Someone when you were a baby, very young, maybe under one.
Probably.
Something when you didn't have words to express yourself, was either threatened with a knife, or there was something in the house, something in the space where you were that terrified you at that time. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if they were, it doesn't look like anything actually happened, but it looks more like the threat of
it. Right.
And it looks like at the time that you thought your mother was going to die, or you thought that figure was going to die, and you were there. I see you screaming your head off, and other people are screaming, and their adult voices are drowning out your baby voice.
Right.
And then afterwards, I see the woman, maybe your mother, was in absolute tears, and again, then got drunk. Boy, you got a little bit of that going on, right?
And it's so funny. Yeah, the drunken thing.
But something happened where they ignored you then after that. So you were not feeling safe at that time. And so very often that those kinds of fears come in. And when they happen when you're very young like that,
right,
they stick because you couldn't express yourself then.
Right.
And so that's the only way you can express is that fear.
Right. That's why when they were talking about a fear of drowning, I don't ever have a fear of drowning, but I just have this weird fear with knives. I can cut. It's no problem me cutting stuff, but it's handling knives, passing someone the knife, or someone picks up a knife near me, and I just get this queasy feeling in my stomach.
Something happened when you were really, really small. But it doesn't look like it necessarily happened to you. Directly. It was.
I saw it or something. Yeah.
You saw it.
Enough about me. It just was one of those things. Okay, we're going to do a couple more, and then we're going to call it quits because we're going into 90 minutes. Let's see. Tom Dinder. Will I ever hear from my friend again? He entered an AA group, which happened to be more of a cult. He blocked me on his phone. We were good friends. Should I just let it go? I have no clue how he is doing because his AA group is private. Who ever heard of an AA group being private? Right there's that.
They all are private. Wait a minute. No, they all are.
Really?
They all are private. I would, you know what? Just let it go because it's not about his AA group. It's about who he needed to move out of his life at that time. Seeing you, whatever the nature of your relationship, best friends, high school friend, I don't know the nature of anything. But what I'm actually seeing is that it doesn't look like you were on the same path as him. and the drink, and you know, when people drink and they are numbing themselves, they are in pain. Okay. And what I'm seeing here is that actually seeing you or communicating with you would hurt him. And not that you would be hurting him. I want to be really clear on that. But sometimes when people who are hurting see people who are not hurting so much, it makes them sad for themselves, not for, does that make sense?
Mm.
I don't know if that made sense, but you might hear from him again, but it doesn't look like it would be a long time because he's still kind of in that loop. But it's not about the AA group or there are certain AA groups who are, God, one of my exes went into one. Crazy. Oh my
Right.
God. But he got out of there. So.
Well, we have hit 90 minutes, 1 hour and 30 minutes. And,
God bless.
I'm trying to figure out there's one more. A brain tumor operation at 2 years old. Switched my strength from right to left. That's interesting. Yeah, okay. So she wasn't asking because she was just telling us something.
Oh, yeah. No, that's interesting.
So, Debbie, thank you. I usually have music to take us out. And I don't have music to take us out.
Oh, wait, I can't sing that, right? You don't have the rights to that one.
Right. No, yeah, you have to be careful because
I know, I can't even sing. What should we sing?
We'll just hum. It'll be. Oh, you know what I could do? Hold on. I wonder if I could have some. Oh, I know what I'll do. But no, then I could end up if I play something on Amazon, they're gonna say you can't.
Yeah, no, don't do that. They'll cut it. They'll cut us off. Thank you. Can I just say thank you, everybody, for being here and hanging out with us for like 90 minutes? This is amazing. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your comments, even the trolls, because you let us know we're doing something right. In fact, that's when I decided to do readings, because I figured if they were in here trying to shut it down that bad, then for God's sakes, literally, I was going to do readings.
Right. And that's the thing that, when these psychic gypsies come in, as Corby called them, gypsies, and Lewis too, is like they come in here and they try to get you to get a reading. And it's like, no. But anyway, give it up for the fabulous Debbie Taitel.
Thank
Debbie,
you for having me.
Oh, look who just woke up. Oh, look who there he is. He just woke up. He just came out. He knows it. It's so funny.
He knows. He knows we're done. Yeah.
He knows it's time to go out for a pee and a poop.
You're welcome, Empress. You're welcome, Tom. Thank you, Pam, Deborah, everybody.
Everybody, usually, as you know, we go out with music until I can get this fixed, which is what I'm going to be doing.
Which will be fixed the minute we get off.
Hopefully. Debbie, I love you so much. I'm sure we'll talk during this week. You know you can come on anytime you want. We'll have to get you and Lewis doing psychic things back and forth again.
Tag team. We do good tag team.
Everybody, somebody was just talking about that. I think it was one of the Karen F, I think, was saying that she still remembers the day you and Lewis on New Year's Day that you kept.
That was so much fun. Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. Come here. Hey, Jeff, come here. I know.
Thank you so much, Kathleen.
He's so funny. He's like trying to give me the guilt. There he is. There's my little guy. Baby. Hold on 1 second. And dun, 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 dun. There he is, my little dude. How you doing? Kisses. I get kisses. Aw. So everybody, fun. I know he's my baby. He's 15. He's going to be 16 in December.
Oh my
anyway,
God.
Everybody, once again, Debbie Taitel's the best. We will see you next Sunday, and who knows, I may pop on in the middle of the week, or Esther might. Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.